Millions of Americans across the country were awed by a green and sometimes purple glow in the sky this past weekend. From Seattle to Texas to the backyard of one ABC News viewer in Connecticut who says traveling to see the Northern Lights was always on her bucket list.
If for some reason it never happens, I will be very satisfied with what I witnessed Friday night.
But that's the thing, the Aurora Borealis that was all over social media on Friday stuck around for Saturday and even Sunday night. In fact, a scientist with NOAA in Colorado says this was our biggest geomagnetic storm in 21 years.
A rapid fire of all these CMEs, coronal mass ejections, aimed at Earth and arriving at Earth is what drove the geomagnetic field to such an agitated state.
Sunday overnight, the spectacle did not reach as far south as earlier in the weekend, but was still a possibility in cities like Seattle, Chicago, and New York, where I tried monitoring. But can someone turn these dang skyscrapers off? But I should be careful what I wish for. All of this geomagnetic activity may be pretty, but it can have effects on the power grid and electronics. Apparently, it's the currents that these solar flares can create for power lines.
They're not built to use this current, so it becomes a problem.
John Deere, as in the lawn mowing equipment company, even sent out a press release Saturday morning suggesting that the geomagnetic storm had been affecting many brands of GPS signals across the board. And of course, this activity does come about a month after that generational solar eclipse in April.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting it to compare at all, but I found myself having similar-ish reactions because it was more unexpected.
I will say, guys, if you have major FOMO like I do, Catherine did actually admit that the aurora kind of looked cooler on her phone than it did in real life. So, social media in a nutshell.